Right, welcome to Informal Anime Reports, everybody. Sorry, this is a very impromptu. I do not have my tripod right now, and I'm looking directly at the camera now, so this doesn't look too weird. And I'm looking to the side. So I've just gone ahead and just rested my laptop against my phone. So I'm about to read the chapter. So what I've gotten done here, typically I just read it off my phone, but today, since I just finally said, okay, let's just do a live reaction and see how this thing actually plays out. So yeah, let's see how this actually plays out. So this is Boruto chapter 54, Boruto Next Generations. I love how they just dropped the Naruto from that because it's like Naruto Next Generations. That's the title of the anime, but the manga it's like Boruto Next Generations. Like I don't know, it's fucking weird. But yeah, so in the last chapter, chapter 50. Wait, what chapter is this now again? I forget. Okay, I'm trying to scroll and but it does it weird thing. But in the last chapter, I think Kawaki, used the shadow clone. That was pretty cool. Naruto's thing, kind of showing how he looks up to the Hokage as he is now, Boruto's dad. Yay! And yeah, so they managed to defeat Jigen. Everybody was happy, and then suddenly yeah, Boruto goes into that. How do I call it? I forget what's even called right now. that Kaguya phase. Because if you remember the karma that he got, it's from Momoshiki from the last from the movie and in the manga. I think around about chapter 20 something. So he's got that karma. So Momoshiki still sort of inhibits somehow, somewhere in Boruto. We still haven't got the full picture exactly as to how that works. Okay, technically we do. That the what do they call them? The Fuck, this is such a terrible thing. If you're still watching, I thank you so much. But yeah, basically whatever Kaguya's clan, well, I forget like the full name of what they called again. Um, they are able to save states of themselves through these karma, so they don't technically die. They can just sort of pass along to another host, sort of the way that Jigen wanted to do with Kawaki. So yeah, so that was interesting. So he stabs Sasuke in the eye, which if there's anything I've learned in Naruto, getting stabbed in the eye or losing an eye, Kakashi, remember Madara in the last in Naruto, he literally just swooped in, plucked his eye out, and that was it. And then Naru Jesus came and healed that shit. So that doesn't matter. So maybe it nerfs one of Sasuke's more OP things because technically the Sharingan is still a pretty OP thing. But yeah, let's just get into it now. I've rambled on for 3 minutes, so yeah, here we go. Boruto Naruto Next Generations, chapter 54. Let's get into it. So we're on to page number 3. So yeah, Sasuke's been stabbed. He's looking at Boruto, who's been overtaken by Momoshiki. There, have blocked your pesky space-time ninjutsu. There's no escape for you now. Escape from what specifically? Oh, so that Sasuke couldn't suddenly, warp everybody out of there. But did he have enough chakra? Naruto is weird with how chakra and things work. But anyway, so everybody's kind of looking at him. Da 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 da. Momoshiki pretty much just like, yeah, I'm out. Okay. So let's have a look here. Oh, so that's interesting. So basically, whenever Momoshiki comes out, he heals all of. If Boruto has been injured, then that gets healed instantly. So I guess technically speaking, when you do get possessed by one of these rabbit clan, rabbit goddess people, then you've got all these nice regenerative abilities and all that shit. All right, moving on. Because Sasuke is pretty much just commenting on the fact that Boruto's shattered wrist is healed. Duh, 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 duh. Now Kawaki's like, oh, you've got to be kidding me, of course. Duh, 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 duh. Okay, so now Kawaki is doing that classic Naruto thing, when he's trying to reach out to Sasuke. So it's just basically like, Boruto, I know you're in there because Momoshiki is sort of overtaking Boruto right now. So it's like, wake up already. Don't let him control you. Okay, great. Let's see what happens. Momoshiki's basically saying there's nothing you can do. Kawaki's like, fuck that. I'm about to lay some hands on you. All right. That's not gonna go very well, but let's see how that goes anyway. Oh, actually, yeah, fuck, I forgot. He's a vessel, so he's able to like do like that that funny body extend thingamajig, like it just makes shapes or whatever out of his thing. So he's just launched a fist at Momoshiki and Boruto's body, saying shut up. Momoshiki launches some shuriken and Kawaki just catches that shit with the makeshift shield. And another thing, funnily enough, because you know the way things have been going in Boruto lately, you know how, if any of you have ever watched the Avatar series, there was like the original thing, and then Legend of Korra, the second part. This Boruto series is giving me like lots of vibes up there because it's not exactly the same, but the beats that they're trying to hit are pretty much the same. Like there's a new age, there's technology now, and then merging it with ninjutsu. Is ninjutsu going to be outdated? So in that case, in the case of Legend of Korra, it was like okay, so they don't like bending so much. Is bending going to be a thing that's outdated or it's a thing of the past? So same kind of beats anyway. So Kawaki, Boruto slash Momoshiki laying hands now. Kawaki's trying. Momoshiki slash Boruto is just dodging. Nothing's landing. Ooh, looks like he's going in for the kill. Ooh, damn, he stabbed him in the fucking back. Woo! But then again, this is Momoshiki stabbing Kawaki in the back. But then again, Kawaki should have some regenerative abilities. And I'm just saying this right now. My biggest bit from this thing, because we've seen like that sort of preview at the beginning of Boruto, where basically Boruto and Kawaki are fighting, and it shouldn't have been like that. So the assumption at that point was either Kawaki turned evil or he had been taken over by Jigen at that point. We didn't really know which was which, but now it's seemingly Jigen is dead and Momoshiki's there. So I've got a strong feeling that maybe Momoshiki might transfer to Kawaki since he's technically the host. And let's go on. Oh, and there we go. Good, just as hoped. It seems the extraction has progressed quite far, which means it should work. Interesting. Oh, and just like that, Sasuke comes in clutch, kicks Boruto slash Momoshiki off of Kawaki's back. Yeah, Kawaki looks like he's fine. So interesting. So what does he mean by that exactly? Like the process, whatever. And Kawaki's even asking him. So what it means is that even if the karma itself has vanished, the Ototsuki data that was extracted still remains in the body. Wait, what? The Ototsuki data still remains in the body. So are we saying that Jigen? Sorry, I'm so far up. My camera work is terrible today. So are we saying that Jigen is technically still alive then? Let's find out. Just like Boruto, the process was about 80% complete in you. That's right, your body is almost wholly Otsutsuki at this point. That was the name of the clan, Otsutsuki. What? And so you should be able to. I should be able to use you as my divine sacrifice to cultivate the. Okay, so there it is. So he wants to use him as a sacrifice for the divine tree. I mean, look, I'm not mad at that. I mean, this is Naruto. We sort of come to expect that these are the story beats that it goes by. These are the fucking tree. You want to eat the fruit. You want to extract all the chakra from the planet, type of a thing. That's generally their vibe. But honestly, I thought there might have been a bit more to this. But yeah, whatever. Okay, so it should be as my sacrifice to the divine tree. Might be a bit on the small, but it ought to still yield a decent fruit. I'll find the tentacles that Ishiki hid somewhere and then feed it and then feed you to it and claim its fruit. I'm sick and tired of you people using us. It's pissing me off. Kawaki is going into one of those like the first part of Naruto when he used to just do that stupid shit when he just jumps straight into a fight. I mean, look, it's a classic shonen trope. Like the main character, typically is just gonna be like that type of a person, whether they do it knowingly, like okay, they're smart, but they got no choice at the point, or whatever, because that's just the way the plot and the story is moving. Or maybe they're just stupid and they're just like, fuck it. If I get angry, I'm just gonna charge into that shit. But okay, interesting. Saying it's pissing him off. All right, looks like Naruto's finding out. Oh, that's interesting. Because I remember in the previous chapter, didn't Kurama say to Naruto that, hey, look, your if you use this technique where you're basically like using like your spirit or your essence, whatever the fuck, you will probably die. So it looks like Naruto is about to get into the fray here. Let's see what he says. He's saying that his body feels like it's made of lead. It's not good. And he passes out. And there I was thinking like, oh, okay, so it's gonna be a throwdown like Sasuke, Kawaki, fucking Naruto as well. But looks like he's out. So yeah, plot armor and storyline and trying to focus on the new generation and all that shit. But interesting. So Kawaki and Boruto slash Momotsuki. So I know at this point I might have been butchering his name, but again I just decided to do this on the spur of the moment. So please forgive me, guys. Uh, okay, so Kawaki is still going Boruto. Now Sasuke has joined the fray. Oh, he literally swung at Boruto with the sword. Uh, Momoshiki easily parried that. Okay, what the fuck? What's going on with my PC now? Okay. So where I lost had it, so Sasuke kind of stopped Boruto slash Momoshiki from doing stuff to Kawaki. Gets blocked, and then oh, right, he's got the lightning thing, the Chidori. So he did like a Chidori stream type of a thing there. That caught him off guard. Wait, hold on. So if he used ninjutsu, right? Forgive me if that's not the technical term. Um, I thought these guys are supposed to be able to absorb all of that shit. So why didn't he? That's weird. Okay, bye. Oh, and as it turns out, Sasuke is even asking that. He's like, you should have been able to absorb that attack using combat. So why the fuck did you do it in the first place, bro? Anyway, do you really intend to kill your favorite student, Uchiha Sasuke? Don't worry. Oh, flashback. Don't worry. I swear to stop you with all my strength, even if I have to kill you. Oh, that's right, Sasuke. You know, that's one of the things I've always at least appreciated about Sasuke's character. Like he's emo as shit, but when it all comes down to it, this dude, he's one of the real dudes. Like he's a real nigga. Like, like when he's like, bruh, fuck this, fuck everybody, he's gonna go ahead and do his thing. So now I was like, okay, yes, if I must, because I'm his teacher, I'm a Tarasu. Word. So he did that. Oh shit! So Boruto, oh Shadow Clone, he used the Shadow Clone to take the Amaterasu to tank it. God, if I'm not careful, this chakra thing though, because I could swear to God, like the previous chapter, I'll have to read it back again. But maybe let me know in the comments below. Was Sasuke not out of chakra in the previous comment in the previous chapter? Because that's one of the things we've always had to debate about in this whole Naruto series. Because you know, like the way I just wish Kishimoto and his assistants, whoever the fuck is doing the manga now, they'll just be a little bit more consistent with like, okay, there's chakra, and if you reach this sort of a level, like where you can barely stand, whatever. Sage mode was like the answer to that. Like technically speaking, like okay, so if Naruto can just sit still for like about 2 minutes, he can gather enough chakra, and he's basically got a refill. So that was okay. That's part of like an established rule. But when suddenly people are just like, yeah, whatever. But okay, cool. So Sasuke is like just about out of chakra, and then he goes and uses a big ass fireball technique, which Boruto dodges. And again, he's wondering why it didn't absorb it. So my guess is probably maybe like as the vessel, Boruto isn't able to fully utilize those Otsutsuki powers and of absorption and all of that stuff, which is interesting. So I guess maybe maybe he just doesn't want the vessel to be damaged or whatever, because he's like, okay, if Boruto dies, then I die. So he's just trying to avoid that. Anyway, moving on. Okay, so Kawaki looks like he wants to get back in the fight. Oh damn, no, he's seen Naruto. Okay, he's kind of worried about Naruto. Then Sasuke is like, yeah, fuck it. Yeah, Sasuke, real nigga. Okay, cool. Um, yeah, screw this. If we don't deal with Boruto first, we'll all be dead. He really seems to want to take you captive for the Divine Tree, but at the same time, you can escape from here using Space Head. Well, don't forget that. Also, Boruto can do that then? I thought he hasn't activated all of the Otsutsuki powers, because if he's able to at least absorb, then that must mean he's able to. No, no, no. I mean, if he's not able to absorb, then that must mean that he's not able to do the thing. Then, right? Or at least so I thought. I want to get Boruto to whatever, so we have to return the village to Caesar's and then done. So now they're trying to formalize a plan. Like, okay, how do we stop this guy? Let's see. Boruto lost consciousness because he expended too much chakra. There's a high chance that that's the direct trigger to Momoshiki manifesting. Conversely, if we can restore his chakra, Boruto may be able to regain consciousness. Okay. That's interesting. Karma. He hasn't made any attempt to absorb my jutsu using karma, probably because it can't risk refilling Boruto's chakra. That has to be it. So he's noticed, I can't let my guard down. He might still be more. So that's Momoshiki now doing one of those internal villain monologues. So I guess Sasuke was right. That is the reason why he was avoiding. I want to try force him without us going down first. We may as well. Wait, what the fuck? What's going on here? What? Something just appeared in Sasuke's chest. Oh, is it the vanishing Rasengan? Ah, okay, okay, okay. Alright, there's a vanishing Rasengan. The same shit that hit Momoshiki. Okay, he's basically like taking, kicking everybody's ass now. Sasuke's down, Kawaki's down. Just before that, he had like a little flashback to the vase that Kawaki broke, like the one that Himawari made for Hinata for her birthday, which he then broke. Resisting is futile. Not just about karma for me at this point. It's important. You're too important for me to leave you be, right, bro? I forgot he called him bro. Okay. Oh, so you actually can use the. Okay, yeah. So basically, that thing that I said before, he was avoiding absorbing chakra because he didn't want to Boruto to wake up. So now he's about to use that space time thing. So now Momoshiki, what is he doing? He set himself on fire. What the fuck? But you can actually say. Okay, so that's gonna force him to absorb it, and that should be able to wake up Boruto then, right? Because yeah, I'm not losing my only sacrifice. He's absorbed that shit, collapses, 1,000 chakra before Boruto wakes up. Oh yeah, it looks like he's up. Oh, he's trying to get up. Yep, he's up just in the nick of time before he does anything. All right, at this point, wait, what is he doing? Oh shit, he had grown the horn, like one of those Otsutsuki things, like when you've absorbed the 10 tails or you've reached that state. So he's grabbing it. What is he trying to do exactly? You ripped it off? Wait, so are you telling me that the horns are the source of the fucking power? So if you cut off somebody's horns, is that it? Is that all he did? I was thinking, like, you remember, like, when at the beginning of the Boruto series, like, when he's fighting with Kawaki, he had, like, that scar. I thought maybe I was gonna rip off the horn and then do that. But technically speaking, it just looks like he ripped off the horn, and that was it. That's all he had to do, and he's knocked out. And now he's lying next to Kawaki, kind of like the way Naruto and Sasuke were like back at the end of part one, and at the end of the actual Naruto Shippuden series. Um, sorry to be, sorry to be trouble. Back at you, stupid bro. Okay, so everything is hunky dory. Okay, so what does that mean for Kawaki? When does he become like evil and shit then? I guess it has to be Momoshiki who does it, right? Okay, good grief. Now Sasuke is looking at Naruto. What the? Oh shit, so. Okay, so it ends, the chapter ends with like Sasuke looking at Naruto saying, no way. So does that mean that Naruto's just kicked it then? Kind of find that hard to believe. I think it's just gonna be like, no way, and then Naruto's like, yeah, I'm still alive, I'm still alive. So yeah, that's the chapter. The next chapter in a month's time on the 19th of February 2020 at 5 p.m. Zimbabwe time. But I guess technically speaking, stateside, if you're watching this from States, this will be sometime in the morning, and then you do the math for the rest of the world. So probably the. Okay, interesting chapter. I guess I'll give this one a 6 out of 10, I guess. Maybe a 7. I might need to read it back a bit more to decide if I'm going to do that, but yeah, very interesting. Very, very, very interesting chapter of Boruto. So it looks like the Otsutsuki's, their power is derived from like their horn. So if you chop off their horn, then that's it. This probably might have been explained before. I'm not caught up to like the Naruto wiki, so please forgive me. Um, Interesting. Very interesting. That's all I have to say about that. So yeah. Um, Boruto chapter 54. Can't believe there's only really 54 of these things, but yeah, it's been coming out for like a month, every month now. So damn, it's almost been like what? My maths is terrible, but this is like what, 5 years of the Boruto manga, and we're reaching this sort of point now. Okay. Um, yeah, so I guess the big question now, one, does Naruto actually survive because of that thing? But I think he does because in the flashback or whatever, if you remember, like this, the stone, the Hokage faces, they were like completely wrecked. But I think Naruto was still like the last stone face that was up there. Can't imagine who would be the Hokage after him. I guess everybody's sort of angling towards like it'll probably be Sarada, because she sort of said that's a dream, and finally there'll be a new Uchiha who's a Hokage. It only took like what, 7 Hokages for them to finally get there. It's kind of like how Barack Obama had to be like the 44th president finally for him to be like the first black president. But yeah, so interesting stuff. So I think the next chapter will be very telling in terms of like the direction that Boruto is going to go, because technically uh this whole karma, well, I don't know what the fuck you called them again, like that organization, that secret organization, they've been wiped out now. Jigen dead, everybody dead. Although technically speaking, from what we've just learned from this chapter, like the data is still in them even if they die. So I don't know, it doesn't mean it can be jump started or some shit like that. uh yeah, pretty annoying. So I think the next chapter, if Naruto probably survives, and then we get a bit of exposition, and then we see exactly perhaps which direction the series is going to go. So yeah, this has been about 24 minutes of me just doing this. So if you've been watching all this time, thank you so much. Please do like the video and subscribe if you can. That'll greatly appreciate that. Tell a friend if you have to. You don't have to. Tell a friend if you want to, is what I mean to say. Yeah, so thank you for watching. This is just sort of the beginning. I've always just been procrastinating about doing this. So I think it's just going to be mostly me doing a lot of live reactions. I feel I don't really have the time to really sit down and get heavy in the edits. So we'll do a lot of these live reactions for a lot of the other Shonen Jump titles. One Piece. Ooh, One Piece is I'm literally gonna need to have an encyclopedia when I do the live reactions of One Piece, because there's so many characters. Uh, One Piece, My Hero Academia. We're gonna try to do as much as we can. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the other side. Peace.